Hello, and a very warm welcome to our peaceful corner of the internet. Thank you so much for carving out a little time to sit with us today.
Yes, a very warm, genuine welcome back to absolutely everyone listening. We know the world outside is moving very fast, and your days are probably incredibly busy, so we are truly grateful you decided to slow down, take a breath, and practice your English with us right now.
I am Emma.
And I am Henry. This is your safe, comfortable, and completely stress-free space to improve your English through real, honest conversations about daily life.
Before we begin our main topic today, Henry, how is your week going? You look very relaxed and happy today.
I actually feel very relaxed today, Emma. It is a nice change. I had a tiny, completely unexpected personal victory this morning that changed my mood entirely.
Oh, I absolutely love personal victories, especially the small ones. Please share it with us.
Well, I was standing at the main train station in the city, holding my coffee, and a tourist walked up and asked me for directions to the museum. Usually in that situation, my brain instantly panics. I completely freeze.
Yes, the classic language panic. We all know that physical feeling. Your heart beats faster and your mind goes blank.
Exactly. Usually, I try to construct the absolute perfect, grammatically flawless sentence before I even open my mouth. I think, I must use the present perfect continuous tense correctly, and I must use advanced vocabulary.
And while you are thinking about the grammar, the tourist is just staring at you, waiting.
Yes, but today I did not do that. I stopped the panic. I did not search my brain for the perfect, elegant vocabulary. I just smiled, pointed down the street, and used 3 very simple words. I said, straight, then left.
Straight, then left. That is brilliant. And what happened?
The tourist smiled a huge smile, said thank you so much, and walked away perfectly happy to find his museum. It was a perfect communication.
You did not let the desire for perfection stop the human connection.
Exactly. And that small, beautiful moment inspired our entire topic for today. We are going to talk about the exhausting habit of overanalyzing our English and how to finally stop thinking so much and just start talking.
This is such an incredibly important conversation. It is a completely normal struggle that almost every language learner faces, but it is dangerous because it keeps so many intelligent, funny, interesting people entirely silent.
And as always, we are going to explore this deep psychological topic using simple, clear, and calm English. If you are an intermediate learner, around the B1 or B2 level, this episode is perfectly designed just for you.
And if you consider yourself a beginner, please do not worry at all. Do not turn off the audio. Just relax your shoulders, listen to the gentle rhythm of our voices, and catch the words you already know. You absolutely do not need a dictionary here.
So Emma, let us dive into the psychology of this. Why do we do this? Why do we completely freeze and stay silent when it's time to speak a new language?
I believe it is because we all have a very harsh, very demanding movie director living inside our heads.
A movie director. I really like that image. How does this imaginary director act?
Imagine you are the lead actor on a massive, expensive movie set. You open your mouth to speak English in a real conversation, and you accidentally say in the bus instead of on the bus. Immediately, the internal director screams, "Cut! Stop the camera. That was terrible grammar. Everyone is judging you. Do it again perfectly."
Oh, that is so painfully true. We treat every casual, everyday conversation like it is an Oscar-winning performance. We put so much heavy pressure on ourselves to deliver a flawless, perfect script every single time we speak.
And because we are so terrified of the director yelling at us and so afraid of making a mistake, we decide it is much safer to just stay quiet. We become prisoners in our own minds. We nod, we smile, but we hide our true voice.
It is exactly like we are trying to solve a complex, advanced math puzzle before we even say hello to someone. We hear a simple question, we translate it slowly into our native language, we build the perfect answer in our native language, we translate that answer back into English, and then we check it 3 times for grammar mistakes.
And by the time you have finally finished that entire mental process and you open your mouth to speak, the other person has already changed the subject, or they have walked away to get a coffee.
Exactly. You completely missed the train because you were too busy checking your ticket over and over again.
That is a perfect, beautiful metaphor. So how do we fire that angry internal movie director? How do we break the silence and start speaking freely and joyfully?
Our very first practical tip for today is a concept I love. You must embrace the messy sketch.
The messy sketch. What does that mean, Henry? Tell us more.
Think about a famous master painter. When they want to create a beautiful, massive painting, they do not start by painting perfect colors and sharp, flawless lines on the first day. They start with a very messy, rough sketch using a simple gray pencil.
Yes, they just draw basic, messy shapes to get the general idea onto the canvas. It does not look pretty at all in the beginning.
Speaking the second language is exactly the same process. Your early sentences are not going to be beautiful masterpieces. They are going to be messy, disorganized sketches. You might use the wrong verb tense or forget a preposition, and that is completely 100% fine.
The goal is not perfection. The goal is just to get your thought out of your head and into the air.
Exactly. When you give yourself permission to be messy, you remove so much heavy pressure. You are allowed to sound like a beginner.
I love that, which naturally leads us to our second tip. If we want to stop thinking and start talking, we need to remember the true fundamental purpose of language. Language is simply a bridge.
A bridge to connect two human beings.
Exactly. It is not a test. Let me share a slightly funny, slightly embarrassing story that happened to me just last week.
I am ready. I love your stories.
I was visiting a beautiful little bakery in a new neighborhood. It smelled amazing, like butter and sugar. I walked up to the counter, and I wanted to buy a specific pastry. But suddenly, my mind went completely blank. I completely forgot the English word for cinnamon roll.
Oh no. The invisible movie director in your head probably started panicking and screaming cut.
He absolutely did. I could feel my face getting warm and red. I stood there staring at the bread. I thought I should just apologize and walk out of the store in shame. But then I took a deep breath and I remembered the bridge. The goal was just to communicate, not to win a vocabulary spelling bee.
So what did you say to the baker?
I pointed at the glass, smiled, and asked for the warm, sweet spiral bread with the brown sugar inside.
The warm, sweet spiral bread. That is incredibly charming and creative.
The baker laughed a very kind laugh, handed me the cinnamon roll, and we ended up having a lovely 2-minute conversation about baking. My English was not technically perfect. I did not use the correct noun, but the bridge worked perfectly. We connected, and I got my delicious pastry.
That is the ultimate secret of fluency. Nobody is grading your grammar with a red pen in the bakery or at the bus stop or in a casual office meeting. People are not waiting for you to fail. They just want to understand your message and connect with you.
So give yourself permission to describe things, to use your hands to point, to use very simple words when you forget the complicated ones. The connection is the real victory, not the grammar.
Now, our third and final tip is something very practical that you can use today. It is the concept of carrying pocket phrases.
Pocket phrases, like carrying loose coins or keys in your pocket.
Exactly. Imagine you are buying a cup of coffee. If you only have a massive $100 bill in your wallet, the cashier has to do a lot of math. They have to find change, and the transaction takes a very long time. It is stressful.
But if you have the exact change, just a few coins ready in your pocket, the transaction is fast, easy, and completely stress-free.
So pocket phrases are like those coins. They are small, ready-to-use sentences that you memorize completely from start to finish.
Yes, you do not have to think about the grammar of a pocket phrase. You do not have to build it from scratch in your head. You do not have to translate it. You just pull it out of your mental pocket and use it automatically.
Can you give our listeners some examples of good, everyday pocket phrases?
Of course. Let us say you are in a conversation and you did not hear what the other person said clearly. Instead of panicking, freezing, and trying to invent a complex sentence, you just pull out your pocket phrase. I am so sorry. Could you say that one more time?
That is perfect. Or what if someone asks you a difficult question and you need 5 seconds to translate your thoughts? You can pull out, that is a great question. Let me think about that for just a second.
Exactly. Having just 5 or 6 of these simple phrases memorized perfectly gives you an incredible sense of safety. It gives your anxious brain a chance to rest and breathe during a fast conversation.
It makes you sound very natural, and it completely prevents that terrible silent panic.
You are doing wonderfully just by showing up to listen and learn today. Now, before we finish our time together, let us slow down our pace even more and take our calm word tour.
This truly is my favorite part of the episode. This is the moment where we review some of the beautiful, useful, and slightly advanced vocabulary we used in today's chat. Just relax, take a deep, slow breath, and let the meanings settle deeply into your memory.
Our first phrase today is second guessing.
Second guessing. This means to constantly doubt your own decisions, actions, or abilities. It is when you overanalyze if you made the right choice, instead of just trusting yourself and moving forward.
For example, you could say, she wasted an entire hour second-guessing her email before she finally clicked send. Or, stop second-guessing your English grammar and just speak. Second-guessing.
Our next phrase is to hold back.
To hold back. This means to deliberately stop yourself from doing or saying something because of fear, hesitation, or nervousness. You keep your true feelings, your opinions, or your words hidden inside yourself.
For instance, he knew the correct answer to the teacher's question, but he held back because he was too shy to speak in front of the class. Or, please do not hold back your brilliant ideas in the meeting today. Hold back.
Our third concept is a beautiful phrase, a work in progress.
A work in progress. This describes a project, a skill, or even a person that is not yet completely finished or perfect, but is steadily improving and developing over time. It implies patience.
For example, my landscape painting is still a work in progress, but I am already very proud of the colors. Or, do not be ashamed of making mistakes. Our English fluency is all a work in progress. Work in progress.
Next, we use the phrase to go blank.
To go blank. This happens when your mind suddenly empties and you temporarily cannot remember anything at all, usually because you are nervous or stressed. It is like a computer screen turning off.
For instance, I studied all night for the test, but when I looked at the first question, my mind went completely blank. Or, she was confident until she stepped on the stage, and then her mind went blank. Go blank.
And finally, we talked about our practical tip, pocket phrases.
Pocket phrases. These are short, highly useful everyday sentences that you memorize completely as one single block. You have them ready to use immediately in daily conversations without needing to think about the grammar rules.
For instance, learning a few polite pocket phrases made her feel much more confident and relaxed when she ordered food at the restaurant. Pocket phrases.
Wonderful. That concludes our calm word tour for today. Please remember, you absolutely do not need to memorize all of these expressions right now.
Just choose one single phrase that connected with your heart or your struggles today, and try to use it in your mind or write it in a sentence this week.
And speaking of writing sentences, we would absolutely love to hear from you. We have a very small, friendly challenge for you today.
Yes, we want you to go down to the comments section and share one pocket phrase that you currently use, or one that you want to start using this week to help you feel safe.
It could be a simple greeting, a polite way to ask for help, a way to order coffee, or anything else. Write it in the comments in English. We genuinely read every single one, and we love seeing your progress.
You do not have to be perfect to be understood. Your voice matters, your stories are interesting, and we want to hear them.
Thank you so much for sharing your precious time with us today. If you found comfort, value, or a little bit of peace in this episode, please take a second to like and subscribe. It truly helps our quiet community grow and reach other learners.
Take a deep, relaxing breath. Stop the second guessing and start talking this week. I am Emma.
And I am Henry. Take very good care of yourselves, and we will see you next time.